Are you ready to take your audition season to the next level? Let's start fresh and set ourselves up for success this year. Whether you're tackling your very first audition season or you've been doing it for years like me, the key is preparation. And today I'm going to walk you through everything you need to reset, refocus, and feel confident so that you can show up the best that you can right now, whether it is in person or whether it's a digital online submission or any of the self-tapes that we're doing now in auditions. Hey, I'm Ashley Espinosa. I have an MFA in musical theater. I was a musical theater professor for almost a decade, and now I do career coaching for performers just like yourself. I've been in this industry my entire life, and I've never stopped being a performer at a professional level. So I have such a great inside knowledge of what it's like to not just be a performer now, but to know what it was before, how it has shifted and changed, and how you can make the most to create the career you want from your definition of success in a confident, comfortable, and forward movement way. So let's get started. As performers, we know audition season can be very overwhelming. There are so many submissions, digital auditions, Zooms, in-person, EPAs, ECCs, non-union if you're non-union. How to navigate all of that can really take a toll on you. But here's the truth. Preparation isn't just about being organized. It's about setting yourself up physically, emotionally, and mentally so that you feel confident that you are able to do the best that you can with what you are given, and that you feel like you can tackle anything that is going to come in your way. And trust me, I promise you when I say that a little effort will go a long way to reduce your stress and anxiety. So let's start off by talking about organization of your materials. Your materials are the go-to for this thing, which is the business of what we do. And I want you to look at this as a business. These are your business materials, as if you were going into an interview for, a muggle job of some sorts. I want you to organize your materials. So let's get them in tip-top shape, starting off with number one, your headshots. Are they current? Do they reflect how you want to be seen in the industry now? Are they current with how the industry is flowing right now? Because back in the day, we used to have black and white headshots. So if they're not up to date, you may want to prioritize getting new headshots from a headshot photographer or using what you have right now available to you with contrasting shots for what you want to be seen in this audition season specifically. Next is your resume. Does it highlight your skills, your work, recent, anything that you need to update? Does it appear and look like the format that we're using now and current? Sometimes you're going to have to do a refresh if you're coming back to this. A lot of has changed and shifted in the industry, and you have options. Next up is reels and clips. You need reels and clips to submit for majority of the work that we do. Even if they're going to have an EPA or an ECC or it's a non-union call and you're going to go in person, so many theaters now are doing everything online, and we know that. And if you don't know that, now you know. So reels and clips. Do your reels reflect the work that you want to be seen for right now? Are they current? But most importantly, do they showcase your strengths in regards to the season that we're seeing in this current time period of musical theater? Even spending a little bit of time and updating a few different clips or a new reel that you didn't have last year will really be effective to get these materials together, make them concise, and to make them powerful. My pro tip here is to have a casting kit, have all this organized so you always have a hub, all of your materials in one space. Next up is to build your audition calendar. Now, here's what I mean by this. So you need to have a method or a routine of how you're going to get up every day. If that's what works best for you, I do this every single morning. Even someone that's union and has an agent, I still do this every single day because you need to know what's happening and what's going on and be able to click submit or show up and get that calendar organized. First couple of steps here is what are the platforms that are going to be best for you? Actors Access, Actors Equity website, Playbill, casting networks maybe, anything else that really focuses on the area that you live in. Some areas around the country are a little bit different than the others, but those are the main go-to. The other one too is also going to be backstage.com, specifically for those folks that are non-union, but there are a lot of other jobs too that you can find on Backstage. Again, this really just depends on what your focus is and what your priorities are. But every single one of those are the ones that you're really going to focus on and then narrowing down which ones are the best for you. I also want you to think about adding in any open calls that you want to get. I do this every single month. Search through everything, put it on your calendar. That way, at least if you say it's on my calendar, I'm organized, I'm ready, I know what I'm doing, you have no reason to not go. You also have no reason not to submit if you have all those materials together. You see something, You click it, you look at it on Actors Access, and you submit immediately. Same thing with Backstage, or if you want to get an appointment for an EP or ECC and you're on Actors Equity website, you can go, great, I already know what I'm doing. It's on my calendar. It's done. Also put in adding deadlines for any type of self-tape callbacks that you get. As soon as you get a callback or request for tapes, whether it's through Actors Access or Backstage or yourself submitting through some, platform, or you get an agent appointment or whatnot, I want you to put a deadline in your calendar a day before those tapes are due. Meaning, you're going to film it, you're going to have it done, you're going to have it edited, you're going to upload it a day before it's due. Generally, in musical theater, we have enough time to do this. Film, television, on camera work, not as much, but you should have it done the day before. And the reason why is because if something goes awry, you want to have a buffer. So put that in your calendar every time you get a request. Same thing for callbacks. I want you to list every single one, put it in your calendar. If you treat this as a business here, it will come through here and it will literally show the world that you mean business because you're serious about your craft. Also on your calendar, I want you to go through and block out time to rehearse, to practice, to spend time on your craft. I do this myself every single week. I have a voice lesson. I schedule that with my vocal coach. No matter where I am in the world, I'll do them on the Zoom room. I budget it up front in my finances, so it's a priority. And 5 days a week, I back up my singing, acting, my time to work on my craft on my own. I back that up to my workout, gym, meditation, stretching time. So I know that I do it 5 days a week, being serious, focusing on my craft. If you need to put that in your calendar, put it in your calendar. Next step is we want to refresh your audition book. We're specifically talking about your songs, but you may also want to include monologues in this as well. Go through your book. Does she need a refresh? Do we need to pull songs that are not working anymore, that do not serve us? Are you missing holes? What do we really need and what do we not need? And you no longer need to go into an audition room with a book that's like this thick and it thuds and it's really loud. No. Get 46 songs that are contrasting, that speak to the music and the roles and the stories that you want to do in this season. Again, knowing what is really happening in this audition season is key. And have those 46 songs ready so that you could show up today, last minute, if there's an open call. Or if you get a request or an appointment and they want you to sing from your book before you sing from the show, you're like, great, this is the one thing I have that's closest to it. It's going to be amazing. I know I'm going to kill it. And then you go in and you do the song and you go from there. Don't overwhelm, don't overcomplicate the audition process. Also, last year, were you missing from the last audition season, were you missing any pieces like a pop song, a rock song? Did a musical go regional lately, like Waitress, Frozen, Jagged Little Pill, Dear Evan Hansen, these shows that are going regional? Do you have a song for those if they fit the work that you want to do? And if not, you need to update that. Next step to get you prepared for the best audition season that you've had yet is to prioritize your mental health. Audition season can really take a toll on us, so don't forget to take care of yourself. It's a priority. And if you need to put it in your calendar, do that as well. Cultivate a routine, whether it's daily or weekly, that really sets you up to feel like you have a space and a place to go, a little overwhelmed today, but I know how I can navigate this best for me right now in this chapter of my life. Journal about your goals. Reflect on why you're even pursuing this career. I journal every single morning. It's part of my routine. Pen to paper, quiet time for me makes a huge difference. Set boundaries, avoid social media, and avoid comparing yourself to anybody else in the world. We all know this is the time of year where everybody's posting. I got a call back for this. I booked this. Here I am at this audition. We all know that's going to happen, right? If that doesn't serve you, step away from social media for a bit. You don't have to have it. It's not a necessary thing to work in this industry, no matter what people think. Can it be helpful? Can it be a tool? Absolutely, sure. But that's not going to help you when you walk into the room or you submit for something in our industry. And practice positive affirmations to keep yourself going and your confidence level up. Sometimes you're going to show up in the room, or you're going to submit something and you're going to hear nothing. Or you're going to go in the room and you're going to feel completely deflated because it didn't go the way you wanted it to. So just say, you know what? I showed up. I clicked submit for myself. And that right there is a win already. Let me celebrate that. Because if you don't celebrate the small wins, the big wins are going to be so few and far between that it's going to be a very long and challenging road the way the industry functions right now for you. So I want you to be confident. I want you to give yourself wins, rewards along the way that best serve you. Sometimes we have to step outside of ourselves and talk to somebody that we feel confident with, that understands the industry, that gets it, that can say that actually was a really big win, that thing. Like you doing that thing way bigger than you're giving yourself credit for. So find a community, find people privately that you can share your wins. Track your process and progress in a very healthy way. I do not agree with the whole posting of I did 300 auditions and I only booked one or I booked none. And listen, those numbers, that's just the way that the industry is right now. I probably submitted for hundreds, if not thousands of jobs last year, not even including like not just me, but like my agent. So like those numbers, they don't mean anything. What really does matter is that you're tracking your progress with your auditions, your callbacks, how you felt, what type of response you got, what working, what was not working, what was landing, not landing. And let me give you a great example. I had a client very recently who wanted to start getting called back in for more acting-driven jobs. And so we put together an acting reel from tapes she already had, from callbacks she already did, that she can publicly use. And we went through and we just made a highlight reel. It's like literally a demo reel because that's what she had. And we pulled the best ones and she used that. And literally she came back in a couple of days and she was like, I am already getting so many more callbacks on Actors Access, Ashley. And I'm like, I know, because we made a big shift, because what you were using before, this one clip wasn't working, and that's okay. If it's not working after a couple of months, then there is work to be had. But you need to be able to track that and be honest with yourself as the business, the CEO, the boss of this thing. You need to be able to say what is not landing in my auditions and what can I do to shift that, and what else can I test out. And that doesn't mean every couple of weeks, but that means give it time to simmer, see what's happening. But if something didn't work for you last year, like you were not getting callbacks, you were not booking, could be that it just wasn't your time. But if you're not getting anything and you're hearing crickets, then there's work to be done and there's things to update. Remember that every audition is an opportunity. It's a free class. It's an opportunity for you to show up in front of people that are going to be able to give you an option, an opportunity, a chance at what you really want in life. And it's a job. It truly is. So every interview, every audition, you have to go all in. And that really does mean showing up, clicking submit, doing the best that you can that day, learning from it, and getting 1% better each time. By taking the time to reset and refocus, you are setting yourself up for success. Not just this one season, but for the long haul. If you want to stay in this industry for more than just, in your 20s or in your 30s or in your 40s or your 50s or your 60s or your 70s, age is not a factor in this industry other than how you want to be seen right now, how the industry views you, and what's really your jam. I'm rooting for you, and let me know in the comments what resonated with you, what you're updating and testing out, and I can't wait to see what this audition season brings you. If this video was helpful for you, give it a like and a share, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. I put some free resources down below if they're helpful for you. I'll see you in the next one. Happy auditioning!